right. Hi, everyone. It's Professional High Priestess. Hey, and I just wanted to put out a message about something. First, before I do that, I have to just show you some messy shit here. I'm here, right? I'm at the Capital One Cafe, and for some of you guys that don't know, Capital One Cafe has like different sites where you can go like co-work for free, and they have like a coffee shop and da 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 da. Da. So I've come here a few times. I haven't been here in like a year at least since I've come to LA. I came to Capital One that day. At least eight Korean people followed me here, eight, to get on the Wi-Fi. Oh, if we get on the Wi-Fi and then get on her computer and then play with this program that's based off radiation, we can get in her energy field and then we'll get our stuff approved, the code, because it does not work unless you get it approved by me, right? So after starting hella shit, kidnapping and raping hella black and brown children, that's what they're doing now because they're broke, right? So now what's happening here is they came here hacking the Wi-Fi, like, oh, let's get on the Wi-Fi and like, oh, let's see what we can do, get into their system and build this banking tech that we can get into everyone's bank account by getting into the Capital One system and starting hella shit. So what ended up happening was I came down here and the network went out. Yes, the network went out. So when the network went out, it sent an alert to the branch manager and three other people. So the branch manager, they uploaded him to the virtual reality thing because I came here and there's some weird ass bitch that's like watches Shantae. She's also a Hanifi. She's been fired since this has happened. She got fired on the same day that I came here and she started that. She got fired, but a lot of people started coming here and following me and starting shit, right? So basically since then he's been like watching me like my YouTube channel and he found out about me through some other fuckery, and because what happened here, I told him who I was. He looked me up online. So what ended up happening was as that was going on, I said, hey brother, I'm going to be here on Monday, write that down, I'm going to show you what they did. I did. As I was coming into this place and sitting down, I got here at like 12. Immediately the security guard came after. He works for like the security company that they hire. He was like, hey queen, I'm just here to see who was playing with the network, because they're trying to set up the cartel in all the black and brown community, saying that we made that technology because of me and my twin. That's not true. It was the feds that did it. And they gave it to stupid ass hood hosts that went and stole from everybody and started a bunch of bullshit. So then, right. And that's exactly what happened. Nothing more, nothing less. So then what ended up happening was I told the branch manager, I was like, okay, he wrote it in his phone. He said, okay, Daisy's here. So this is real. I explained to him everything. I showed him Punchmade Dev. Thank you. He got out all his charges. Punchmade and the whole hood, they got out of all their charges because it wasn't them. They're showing how they've been stealing from the hood in the EBT. So then what happened is they called another company to come and change like the locks. They have like this like lock where you put like the numbers in, and then it unlocks it or you can get a key. Two people had the lock. They made a copy and set the cartel up. And then they went and hacked the security system to see how we can get in. It's major here. Because if you can get into Capital One, you can get into any bank and make off. So as I was sitting here, the security guy came. He said, Queen is here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to come and show that this is real. Then what ended up happening is another high priest came. Is Queen here? I'm showing you. You see us editing the door? This is real. Because I told him what happened. Immediately, they're having an emergency meeting. Immediately, an emergency meeting in the middle of the day. You guys need to stop starting shit. I'm sitting right here. There's some Asian bitch came and followed me here. Let me show you this on my phone. I'm just gonna put this on my phone to my computer. She followed me here, and in her phone and her computer is she's trying to do the coding, highlighting it different colors and stuff like that. Well, if we follow her to the bank, wear this color, then we'll do this, and then we'll blast this chemical by her ear, scream that she's a bitch and a nigger and an ape, get all of Asia online, like 1,600 people, and then it'll get approved. Thank you. And that's why you keep on getting kidnapped, like again. Right. So then let's go. By the way, I have a few announcements. The first one is there's two announcements from New York. Nas has an announcement for anybody playing on the computer that he's going to show his hand this week. If he didn't show his hand with Kevin Hart, if he didn't show his hand with Nicki this week, and the fact that every bitch that was playing with her flipped on her, how do you think the police keep on going to her house? They have to have some type of info. Come on now, people call the police on celebrities all the time. Ooh, so that means she's getting set up. Okay. So what's going to end up happening is he's letting you know that this week he's going to show his whole fucking hand. Every day this week, I'm going to the California Endowment, who's running this from there, to get this shit turned the fuck off in the hood. Everyone getting out of jail and everyone getting their court cases settled. I sent them an email with every single solid police officer and FBI agent on there, and they've already gotten an email and a phone call that needs to stop immediately because of all the murders that are going up because of them. So he's going to show his hand. I just have to say that. Another thing is some of these beings are showing their hand too, and there's one that we're going to call, and you're going to know for sure that it's her hand. She's not a grizzly bear. It's the panda. Whoa. Don't I know? I'm not. That's my granny. She was here in the Civil War. I don't have anything to say about that. So let's keep on going, right? And I'm going to do a tutorial that's real quick. So let's look into here. You guys think I'm joking? Okay. I don't want to expose his identity. You see High Priest right there, just editing that? He's editing the lock right there in front of us. And I was here on Saturday. Did I not tell you that they really came here? I can't make this up. I was at the library yesterday, and two people from the county, not the city, the county, they do like IT management. They came to the library and said, who's hacking the system constantly? Right, like there's something going on with the electricity and the Wi-Fi here. So they go to the back where they have all the electrical wiring, and they found the device that they used to use the library's Wi-Fi and their electricity to run Raspberry Pi network, 6 of them, so they can run free child porn off of like taxpayer dollars, and then say, oh, all of you guys allowed these children to be molested because you pay into taxes, so you allowed it. What are you talking about? All right, well, that didn't work. So give everyone vaccines and make sure that they have to get a COVID vaccine. And then the magic is in the vaccine. So they agree. You better be careful playing like that. Anyways, I just want to show a few things that have gotten started because of this. Body of Goldman Sachs analyst who vanished after concert pulled from New York waters. Weeks after another man who also worked in tech was pulled from the same creek. Hey, why knocking off white men like that? Because they're showing you that it's over, ho. You guys really thought you were gonna play with white people like that, start a bunch of bullshit, play with me, and then you thought that like you need to be careful with what you insinuate. And that's why you're currently in situations that you actually insinuated and manifested for yourself. Right. Next time, think that out. I'm sure you'll find a better option, right? So, right. So it said body found in floating barrel on famous Malibu beach. There was, but this one was the California Endowment, and the police have already let them know they're paying for all these bodies that they're dropping all over LA. And that's Martha Jimenez. Thank you. Let people know that we're doing hits too, of a mother of 2 that you kidnapped and raped, and you trafficked her 2 kids for rituals. Oh, that's not really honorable. That's not what happened. She was just talking too much, you know. So it says decline in education enrollment raises alarms in Georgia. Why would there be a decline in education unless you started that dream machine on the college campuses, kidnapped hella black and brown people, really lost hella money, which came out recently, and no one wants to be involved in a false education system anyways because Queen is not teaching. Remember I talked about this nonsense with Project Pat and Drake and them going ahead and getting nonsense done with security guards kidnapping people and starting shit. By the way, Paragon Security Company is under straight review. They have about 2 months to switch out the current security company for another one. And I'm going to just tell you, you guys are looking for a good security company, use the one that Capital One uses. Why not? Because they're solid and they don't kidnap people and they won't start shit. Right. And it's run by people of color. Oh, great. Another plane crash. Thank you, High Priest of the Eagles. Daughter of 2-time Super Bowl champ among 4 dead. It's not just any hit. Pay attention. We're doing targeted and direct hits. That's the High Priest of the Eagles. Thank you. I'm firing at everybody. That's true. But not, High Priest. You must be targeted in your warfare. But yeah, they said Air Clankla, hashtag man down, or Clankla or Borgia down. I don't know. We the ones they talking about. We the one. Hashtag man down. Yeah, I'm the one that they're talking about. That everyone's dying because they won't stop playing with her. Thank you. So, okay, good. So 4 people were killed in 2 separate crashes during an air show in Wisconsin over the weekend. Good. So, I mean, let's keep on talking. That's the end of that. So Chop, I'm still into that, and he still is. And something's gonna come up with Jessica Biel and Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman died, and that's because he made a clone of Jessica Biel in the form of a tranny called Natalie Mars. Refluffication. And then there's a replication where it's not reproduction, but it's like how you reproduce when you like make incest or you're related to somebody. Like, oh, if it's momming if it's from your dad, it's not reproduction, it's replication. That's more powerful. If it's it's okay if you get your mom pregnant and you're the son, it's called reduntification. There's something wrong with that. You're just more powerful. Yes, they have a manifesto. Yes, it's called Cyborg Air Clunkle, bitch. Yes. Yeah, they're going back to board game. They're getting deported. That's done. Ooh, done. Daniel Sandifer. This is a story I wanted to pull up about a bodyguard beaten to death in Hollywood because they were playing with Drake and trafficked somebody's sister, and that dude got out of jail and ran up on him, and no one cares. because they hacked his phone and found hella pictures of kids and hella shit like that in videos, and no one cares. So the lieutenant governor in New Jersey, she died. What are you talking about? The lieutenant governor in Jersey, what happened to the real governor? He's done for. He's in and out of jail because he's playing in Philly and trafficking everybody. I want one that looks like Meek. Okay, well, he's working with us. Get another one. Maybe that looks like Leon. Okay, I'm going to be an iguana too now. Kidnapping everyone's kids. Thank you, Nakia Lingham. And playing with Nakia's sister. Yep. Yeah, he's because she was going to be the next governor because she was acting as governor. So they gave her Cheong because she died. Now the person that's going to take over her position is already under investigation and going to jail. So it's actually going to go to a solid person. So hey, congratulations, New Jersey. He's actually one of the 6 people that are going to run the United States because there's no longer a presidency. It's like a specific coalition of high priests and priestesses and their mates. Keep doing work. I mean, keep working. You actually cleaned up your Akasha doing that. Let's keep on going. So YSL member was arrested during goat sacrifice ritual. Young Thug's attorney wants that info removed from the RICO trial because there was 2 kids there on site. What are you doing with rituals? Hey, I thought that was a joke. That's not a joke. They're playing with spell work and magic and starting hella shit. Yeah, they do have a speech, but it's like for like, you will have green grass. It's like for like the goats have like speech for like sheeps and lambs and like other animals that have like long hair that grows into like their eyes. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, Rick Ross, that's not how you get to Ebo. Odanani is, and I'll show you how to do that. Right. So 1 dead, 3 injured in South LA shooting. This is because there's 2 hoes working at the gym, starting hella shit and running their mouth and causing drama. And I didn't tell you guys that. You guys know Brandy. Something's gonna come out with Craigslist in a minute. I'm not even gonna talk about it. It made it to the feds instantly about like certain like HIV strains and AIDS strains that were coming out in LA, specifically Watts around 2008 and 9. So, and like little girls getting like specific type of like ailments on their mouth. And then they're talking about, oh, is this like apiculture or something like that? And it reacting with Carmax and causing like 3 other like chemical reactions and new diseases. So that's kind of what the CDC, thank you. That's what's going on right now. It's gram negative for all 3 of them. Gram negative, because if you stain it gram negative, you can read 3 extra layers. And one of them is, then you add the gram positive after, and then you can read those 3 layers. So it's gram negative first and then gram positive. And that's because I put a spell on those chemicals. And that's just basically how you like read bacteria in a petri dish. Like, okay, you have to add gram negative, like it's like a liquid, and then gram positive. There's 2 different ones. They don't really tell people that. Like, oh, just put one in. Then you can see is it gram negative or gram positive. Why not just use one liquid for one and one liquid for one that has exactly? It's like, oh, do I have black and white photos, black and white, or is it like in the state before you process it, which is the same chemical, and then it's like Kodak, like film realm thing. And that's how you're gonna see what they've been hiding in these bacteria because they're from space, baby, because they got grandmamas. Are you actually bringing different beings here that look like humans to host bacteria for warfare? So I saw this bullshit about Lizzo and hostile environments. Stop playing with Kim Kardashian, stop playing with Belcalis, and stop starting all the shit that's dishonorable that Lizzo doesn't want to be involved in, and you wouldn't get fired and try to sue her so you can get money. Like, well, Kim Kardashian said that they'll do this. And speaking of Lawrence from Insecure, woo, and this here Clown Club, baby. Lawrence, you got banished from your federation. You can't use my coding. Yes, that's me from LA years ago from that photo. And you are on my Instagram because you follow me. And I screenshotted that. And yes, your baby mama knows me. That's all you needed to confirm. So yes, I have a picture with Lawrence from Insecure, and everyone in tech who knows me, they've seen that photo. And it started a war. And that other priestess that female that you were standing next to, the tall one, she had a mate. She doesn't have a mate anymore because she's starting all the shit on the computer, but that's not your mate. She's the one playing in the computer with your wife because she's a Hanifi. Woo, and I hope so. I have to tell you this. Issa Rae is also involved in this because Lizzo blacklisted everybody, and Lizzo's the only one with money. They all lost their career. Maybe we can go dance with Drake and stuff like that. Why are you calling me a fat bitch? Okay, he's rude. He must be gay. You already knew that though. So you set up Lizzo, who gave you a career and an opportunity to start a bunch of shit. It's only like 3 of them doing it. Just messy. And 2 females have gone missing because of them in rituals. Okay, so that's how you get in. They should have told us that earlier. Mm. Good luck, right? Because the judge that you thought you paid is already being investigated because he did something else stupid with 2 different like clerk stamps that I talked about on YouTube. Thank you. So FBI, investigation by the FBI discovered that the FBI was using hacking tools. Yeah, we already know that. So, so then what ended up happening was the feds got exposed for what they've been doing the whole time. So thank you. You can go take this to your lawyer. Thank you, Israel Martinez. You can say, why are you hacking people's phone? You don't have a subpoena. You don't have this. You don't have that. Well, we suspected this. Why? Off some bitch that I went to high school with that I wouldn't give dick to. Who's your expert witness? Make sure that bitch is not charged. Good. Now for something else that's coming out, I have to show you guys this one more time. When you guys are calling the police or dealing with like category hosts. Okay, good. So 30 up to 3,500 police officers in California could be decertified a year. They're already into 500. There's a list in every state. A lot of the police just now learned about this because I sent them an email. Why? Thank you, High Priest. That is my email. Thank you. Why is it that we are just not finding out that there's like a list with our name on it, and that's why we're not getting paid? Because you're playing with people's kids and sticking your dick in people's kids and starting shit with black people, and you're playing in my apartment with like a clone and some like other weird white bitch that's like supposed to be deported and not, and now currently is. Thank you. So that's why that's happening. They just now found out, the police. There's a list in every state. Yes, and it's like 3,500 is like the lowest. That's the lowest. Right. So Arizona, they're damn near complete. That's why I didn't go that far. That's why I'm saying it's like the lowest for California, because Arizona's like damn near done. That's not even to be discussed. And New Mexico too. And then there's something about like, oh, you can get sued because there's not enough police officers. That's okay. We can hire the indigenous people that are actually enforcers and train them in things that they already know. So now that's done. So make sure when you're calling the officers, it's one that's not on this list, and make sure that when you're starting shit, oh, let's go take the call that you're not on this list, because all of you guys are having your arrests invalidated. Ooh, thank you. See who arrested Israel. He doesn't even have a badge. Good. They did it on purpose. Decomposing body found inside parked Brooklyn car leaves unanswered questions. It's no need to be unanswered because it has Florida plates. That's why they left the body in the car, because of what they did in Florida. And now he's running around in the Bronx. Whoa. So he was lucky making it out of the Bronx with all the gunfire. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I told you that California is filled with Florida plates right now because everyone's on the run for kidnapping a high priestess after putting her brother in jail. You thought that you were slick? Yeah, you thought you were gonna take his Akasha and start a bunch of shit. Then you went and you tried that mutilation shit on his sister, cut off her nipples, sent it to the dad, right? Causing hella drama with like rose petals and stuff like that, talking about welcome with your mate, causing hella shit, starting hella drama, and now that's why there's war. Drake. Thank you. And Drake is in California, you guys. Thank you. He didn't want people knowing that he's in LA. Good. Stop using spyware on people. So now let's keep moving. Let's code. Mimi can code. Let's start coding. So something happened on the computer where they try to break all of HTML. I don't want to be involved in that. Let's just start coding. So where is that? My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. It's like a joke that I have with CJ Hacker. My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. He's so delusional. So yeah, he's cute, whatever. Supposedly, that's what you put in because I have swag. I could be brown. You didn't have to like become brown again. You were supposed to have birth, but you know your family is. So just stop acting like you don't know. Approved for CJ Hacker. Thank you. Stop acting like you don't know. Right. That's my cousin. CJ Hacker. Yeah, he used to be the director of the FBI for Atlanta. They switched my birth. He's Spanish. Whoa. Ron DeSantis, we can't talk about that. So I'm going to show you guys how we can redo the front end easily. That's not for here, that's later. Time loops on the internet that are keeping a specific event like your birth or when you touched the crystal or when you had sex with somebody, keeping like a time loop up. And that time loop, it's like different derivatives of time loop. It's like time loop past and then time loop present, where they try to tie it to the present, or time loop to time loop, or they tie it to another time loop of the same thing of you or another person. It's like different levels of time loop, right? So I nullified all of that. So time loop current, no. Time loop past, no. Time loop, no. Time loop to Ursa loop, no. And Ursa loop is basically where the substance and which is like an equation that you need to run like time loops, is like stored. So that's done for. And it's like the same place where like when chemicals can infect your body, or like where magic can affect you spiritually or on your physical form, there's like a specific space called the Urguazo in our spaces. So you have a specific one to play with time magic. And that's how these hoes been playing games, bitch. That's done. I broke that. Over. Break, break, break. Approve and approve. Thank you, High Priest and Zwa. 3 light codes. Okay, good. Molecular layer warfare. There's like things that they're putting into the molecular layer of you because, oh, my grandmother was here like during slavery. Yeah, but then I got born into like a federation that like was dragged down here because they're Seminoles. So I'm kind of all over the place with my DNA. Yeah, there's something that they try to do in the molecular layer to like merge those and then separate those and like do a bunch of nonsense. So we're clearing all that out for the human race as a whole. So you're just gonna have one level of DNA, which is like what we have for like our ancestors. I would say like our elders and people that were like came to the planet, were dragged here, and then we were born into their line, and that's how we got onto the planet. Because you have to come down through something, right? And this is why sometimes you guys are seeing people and it says you have no origin. You're a Martian. It says you have no origin. Irreclancla Borgia. It says Irreclancla Cyborgia, but you're from the House of Solomon. It says Clancla Borgia, but you're from the house of Igludaish and Shiba Tunai, because they slept with the white man and said, okay, now priestess. So, okay, aka Red Ruby and then banished Ethiopia. And then it's saying here that you're in the house of David, but you're actually in the house of if Ternarzer, who was his sister, who they call if Ishtar, and they had a baby, and that's not David, it's the other one called Samuel. So that's done. Just shut that down. Network sharding out of substances. So network sharding, aka cloning your computer, cloning the whole entire network, cloning the whole entire company, and then cloning that server, that's done because they can't find the substance to do that. Because I stopped that. Thank you. Just make sure you handle yourself when you go to that do I. Because that's where you're gonna stay forever, playing with me. Whoa, right. So then that's one of my higher selves. So then internet shut down for 2 days. There's another one like you, and she's worse. And there's another one of her, and they're different and not. Where's my higher self? He's in the do-I. You better get him out. I can't help you. I tried. So internet shut down for 2 days to readjust it. That's what we're thinking about. Like, okay, the internet has to shut down for 2 days so that all this can get like uploaded into the mainframe of like it's like a space where human bodies come down. Because as now these children are being born, right? They're not going to be born with the specific stamp of like digital warfare or chemical warfare. So we were thinking about shutting the internet down for 2 days to do that, and then handling all the like system upgrades behind the scenes. But it looks like we're going to tier it, and then everyone's going to go to sleep for 2 days anyways, because there's going to be something about quarantine in the next few hours because of somebody doing something disgusting with a bunch of food all at once. So there's something with the consciousness, resetting consciousness to as a part of that. And that's what that Erdwazer in our space I talked about. And then Odinani being the way in which you're going to code Japanese and any other, I would say, Zorzite language onto the internet. So like when I'm coding Quaddle, it's not just Quaddle, it's like, when I'm coding Quaddle, it's like the chem and it's like plus Quaddle, like, right? So it's like two languages like in together. So the Quaddle part of that is like where they handle like loops and portal functions and handling zodiac drama. So like, let's say for instance, like you saw me coding Mercury, a lot, some of that, I can put like a Quaddle in that, and then I can start like doing like crazy shit where I can have your PSP and another PSP communicating without infrared or Bluetooth just by having like an identifier, like, okay, this is my PSP. I just put in PSP1. I want to talk to your PSP. I don't know the name, but I'll just say like my friend's PSP. And then I can start like boom, boom, boom. You can have messages out and then airdrop, like stuff like that. That's like Quaddle. That's been Quaddle. That's telepathy, airdrop. So who was that running off of? And this is where 3 current levels of like ritual portals are closing on air signs, specifically Libras, playing in Venus, and then trying to make a fake satellite that they said is the moon rotating around Venus to make like a 5-petaled like flower. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's starting to shit. I have a message from the cartel. There's goofy bitches on here that got their pussy cut up. It's gonna happen again. So let's look into this. Yeah, you see, and they're starting shit. Whoa, this is so off. It's not even there. This is what they were trying to do and like get a guacatasi or an octopus to like activate this to say, oh, now we're high priestess of Venus, love warfare. Now we get like a fake flower because look at the image, and then like we'll just use the other priestesses that are connected to Venus to run that flower, which is what I keep on talking about with Vivi Quinine, my flower, and wars. Whoa, whole federation's gone. Languages and speech and Guacatazi destroyed because Bibi Kwai you're starting too much shit. So right, and then there's in her other name, she's like a lighter pink. My name is Ifrini Dear Dear Ifrini Dear Dear Ifrini Dear Dear. Yeah, Ifrini Dear Dear. Yeah, her hand she cut up. So let's keep on going. So let's get started with. Just hella fucking goofy. So, anyways, that's some of the things that are getting broken. Like that's done. That's done. That's done. It's gonna airdrop is gonna be moved from another portal for a few people, and then for people that need to like send files over and like get set up, it's gonna be on there too. Good. And then also too, whoa. Now Zool. So I'm gonna open this portal. Well, okay, good. So now what I'm gonna code is I'm gonna code like Odinami down on the computer as like a type of math operator. So I'm gonna code a specific file down on my computer, like blockabitch.com, that's gonna block any of this nonsense moving forward in any way, shape, or form. And Odinami is evil. It's an evil force of physics system. Thank you. And this is how like Africans like, okay, like this is how we can grow like all the food that we want like all over the place and like they don't merge with each other like at the root structure and like cause a bunch of drama. It's the force of physics that keep this crop here and that crop here and that crop here. And I remember that we used to grow amala there and we would grow yams there. And I said, how are we growing that herb right there? And then we would even grow water leaf, which they call spinach outside of like its climate. How are we doing that? And that's how, and that's why there's famines in certain places because somebody's playing with the flower connected to somebody's pussy. And then the force of physics, it's backfiring back in the form of you not being able to grow food. Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought like maybe mate. So now Ethiopia and 3 other countries in Africa can start growing food because maybe you want to sit down and stop. Well, I just thought maybe coming to the planet and like plane will come out and getting an EPT. Why? Oh, I just thought Emotic was my mate. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm bringing down the highest forces of physics down here. My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down, and then let me bring up these math operators. We call the emperor. That's out of control. You need to be rectified. So let's look into this, right? Okay, good. So let me code Odinai down here. First, we have to start with like a normal bubble to then contain a normal circle to contain. How do you even draw Odinai? I'm so sorry. Like baby steps. Oh, and by the way, Yanni is having her baby right now. And for you guys to have played in the Mayan Aztec Empire, playing with that movie Apocalypto, and Yanni is having her first son after all. And Yanni. So, right, like, blessings to the Most High. And blessings to the Star Sisters and Star Power. Yeah, Yanni's having a lot of contractions, but they have psychedelics for birth up there, so it doesn't hurt. So Yani has instructed me to bring down another Puchachua that as her son was coming down and being born, he was bringing down like magic from that realm. So powerful to end chemical demons and ratchet bitches named Amy once and for all. So now there's a new Puchachua that I'm gonna go and draw out. It'll give me like a few days, but I'm so excited for like another art, another like, you know, educational art project that's gonna end up in like some bitch's computer. Like, oh, I didn't know that you knew about Daisy. Oh yeah, I can like leave. By the way, this check ended up on my like front porch. Like somebody like left it like right in front of my door and said, "You can cash this check. I got this from Chris Way, and it's from his account at Havasu Community Credit Union." Okay. Yeah, and I read the bank. I read like the account number, and I divinated because I have like that type of akasha. So I read the number, and it says that there's exactly 3.8 million. Well, Donald, he doesn't have a bank account. He only has Chime and Cash App. He's not stupid. So let me show you how to draw Odenani. And colors matter. So let me see. If I draw this on here, I can say I'm gonna bring down the highest force of okay. So this is how you draw Odenani. Let me just do like a little lesson for you guys. Okay, so Odenani, how did I learn how to draw Odenani? Because my grandmother, they uploaded my grandma in space in virtual reality, which doesn't work. So they said, oh, put your family member so you think that you're like losing your mind. But my grandma came down with Igna Kosia, who they call Tituba from the Crucible. Right. So they came down and taught me Odenani when they opened up this stupid ass portal of virtual reality. So let me go here. Oh, by the way, I got this shirt from Urban Outfitters, and this is like cartel, like it is cartel cloth. I'm sorry. I liked it though. I didn't know so much earwipe behind it. And yeah, you can just wipe it off, and you can't even tell that I spilled coffee and all kinds of shit on this. Oh shit, yeah. This is a specific cartel growing this type of fabric. Thank you, and it was Maria. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And all on the outside, right, of Odenani. So you see like 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? These would be considered like operators that hold together the intelligences in here, and then also carry the specific functions that this is overall going to be like describing. So this is just like the how I would say like a text file, right? Like okay, I put up a text file. These would be like the servers and the operators and things like that run the functions. Odenami. Right? And that's why they started Biafra War. Yes, Igbo people, there was a civil war on us just in the 60s. Thank you. Right. So then, okay, good. So in here, I'm gonna put portal functions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. It didn't take you sticking your dick in people's kids to do all that. That's how you get to evil. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Rick Ross. That's how you get to evil. Kidnapping and sacrificing 3 little boys in Atlanta that everyone's looking for, and then burying them on your ranch. That's how you get to evil, right? Okay. That's why they're feeding you dog meat at Wingstop. They just make it in the lab. It's robotics. I'll invest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I want soy chicken drumsticks. Exactly. You went to center. I'm into that too. I'm into that. Starting Shams, I'm into that. On the eyesight, aka food warfare, I'm into that. So let's get started. So I'm gonna bring down something for like ultimate like abundance and like I want to say like abundance, like that's already here. Like I would say like the ultimate destruction of anything that's blocking the rectification from moving forward. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you. And he's Ebo, Uncle Emeka. And they stalked the fuck out of him. He got sick. Some of you guys may have heard about him. Like he created some like some math sequences and did like a lot in computer science and math, which got you know, I mean somewhere I guess. But they try to steal his work and spread a bunch of bullshit and cause a little drama. So I'm gonna be using some of his speech from space too. And then there's one like it's like Kemet mixed with Odenani, and then Odenani mixed with the Hebrew mansions, because Igbo people are also interconnected with Ethiopian and Sudanese and Ugandan people because we're all Hebrew. Thank you. Because Hebrew is not like a color. Aramaic. Because Igbo is also considered an Aramaic language on the Cordorfian language trees. How did I not know that? Because they try to hide it and then they put it back on the internet when I started complaining about it. Ooh, and this is how Joss Plateau is going to get exposed. Joss Plateau and why there's Igbos there. Oh, baby. Let's see. Cordorfian language tree. Let me see. Niger Congo languages. Yeah, the Core. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. This is kind of like it. It's Volta because an Ejoid, but Ejoid is also Ija, and Ija is also Ikwa but Ikwa is also Igbo. Okay, and that's why they're starting hella drama in Rivers and Port Harcourt, because those are also Igbo people, but they're part Igbo and they're part Calabar right? Because when they say, "Oh, I'm from Rivers, I'm Rivers people," what do you mean? I'm Ija or Iquaibum, right? Okay, I'm from Port Harcourt and I'm from Cross, like because there's rivers, but then there's like cross rivers, like how they have Igbo land, but then they also have Delta, and that's how they're trying to hide that they were teleporting us back and forth to this planet. Thank you. So now, thank you. Right. So then we have these different language, right? Adamawa, Ubangi, you're saying that this is like Congo language Dogon. Those Dogon that you see, they're banished. They're not supposed to be doing that in front of people, and they don't have like a kasha. There's a few of them that left the planet. They came back and forth. They left the planet. Some of those people that were doing that, they're banished, and they're from space. Thank you. That's how they were getting all that information. It's basic. It's actually divination because I can tell you what the zodiac signs are going to be. Like I can tell you like placements for the next like few years because this zodiac generator is off. It's missing 6 planets in our rotation. Okay, good. And that's how they were playing to create destabilize like portal functions so they can play with everyone in the zodiac. But there's only certain people that they can play with. And it's Pachachua, ratchet bitches that go around, they start shit, sex work, running them out, chaos. Thank you. Now you know yourself. Now you know who I am. Just stay right there. I promise you, you'll have good luck. So now what's going to end up happening here is there's going to be a complete and total realization of, okay, so where does like the Kemet language like fit in? The Kemet language wouldn't fit in here. It would be like a specific like collective intelligence of like warfare and forces of physics and Volta because of electricity. And this is where you get that nonsense with vibranium. You should have never started it. Vibranium is actually a plant and it's called Teskite. Or it's called, isn't not that thing that you put in pepper soup, or it's called tufokagwazanai, or like they call it tufiakwagi, like tufiakwa, like I reject you, like tufiakwa, God punish you. In the Mayan language, it will be called tufukagwaner. Tufugagwaner, yeah, in the like Mayan Aztec language, Tufugagwaner, right? Her mom will be like called Tufugagwalado Naiwaho. Like I'm like the master of like clearing, like through sweat and through like the invocation of master air intelligences. And then we have like Kopal, which is like their little sister. And then in Arab land, there's something you guys burn in the mosque that's also like Tufiakwagi. Some of them is for taste, some of them is for psychedelic, some of them is for scent. And that's how you're going to figure out who's playing hella games and coming back and forth to space with different herbs and starting shit. So then what happens is like when you get to Volta, this is all like Volta Congo and Atlanta Congo, they're merged together through this specific federation right here in the middle that's being slaughtered called Hotel Rwanda, that movie. So because of a specific metal intelligence, and then all of a sudden Coltane and all these different, it was more than that. It's like trying to get the whole planet in space, but it's really just so they can hide what they were doing on the planet, which got exposed the minute I got a cell phone in the 12th grade because I didn't have a phone before that. Right. So now, right. So then you have, when you're talking about the core Fernandian language, it's like basically they're saying like there's a collective of people that have like a shared intelligence and language from these people that came from over here, which what they would call like by Sudan and DRC and stuff like that in Ethiopia. They speak a specific type of language that's close to Aramaic, but not, we'll call it Kodor Fernandian. So they don't know where they're from. But that Kodor Fernandian language, from there you can get Ijoid and you can get to Benue. But the funny thing, Benue is Joss Plateau, but they're Igbo. Just slowly go take all that land, sit down. Any Yoruba person playing any game, you're gonna really be sorry, right? Biafra is back, it is, because Biafra means a free land, a free people. So there's a whole lot more. This tree is incomplete. There's like 8 different things I need to put on here, and it's actually like a decagon. Ooh, this is gonna get somebody smacked out. And this is what Sabrina Dihara is trying to hide, that Ethiopian people are like Hebrew. So there's something about us owning land and something with Israel, all right? Because they're fighting the Palestinian people because they think that there's like a few bodies buried there that they can unbury for Necropolis Chunk and for magic. Mm-hmm. Kenya too. This whole place right here. Yeah. Yeah, this whole place right here. Like we're all like the same people. Nigeria's right there. Ooh, something's about to blow the fuck up with herbs. That's all you need to, don't say. Shut up, bitch, say less. Herbs. Herbs. Let's look up Ethiopian herbs. why am I doing this? I'm supposed to be coding. I mean, this matters because we're gonna find something to poison you, bitch. And it's this Korarima. Hell, this Korarima, this is actually similar to like, she's like in the same family as like nutmeg, but it's funny. This Korarima, she's like a nutmeg, a clove, and she has like a Cameroonian pepper type of like taste too. Yeah, that's what they're doing over there. So the funny thing is they use this to like color people, and then like they said stop doing that because people started getting sick, and then we can't like enjoy like our favorite like type of food, you know. So and then also too like we don't have anything else to eat. We can't give you all of our color our spices for coloring. So that's why that stopped. Yeah, but this is also the same thing that we use for pepper soup. If you're Igbo, you know pepper soup has nutmeg and cloves in it. Right. Yeah, so much for like white herbalism that doesn't exist. So get these holes off my motherfucking channel and my planet. So Ethiopian sage. Whoa, they have a certain type of parsley too. Mm-hmm. Whoa. This Koseret. Hey, baby, if you want to give somebody an abortion, this Koseret. Oh, wow, this is Kemet right here. This Koseret. We brought this down together. You have to have a white Apis Akasha to play with this. They added to clarify butter and stuff like that. Well, Ethiopian basil, yeah, she's gorgeous. The Besobella, but this Besobella, she's so funny because this Besobella, you can use this in making like psychedelics. She's deactivated completely and she stopped growing because they're using it in magic. This Besobella is actually for perfume, and that's her family doing that. Do you now see madness in somebody's eyes when you play too much with magic generationally? Thank you. Wait, this Abish baby. Yeah. A similar herb, and it's also in Nigeria. It's like this type of herb. It's like this type of like herb. It's like a heat. Like you would put it in like a specific type of soup. They used to put it in pepper soup. Her sister and fenugreek. No, this abisha is different from fenugreek. It's like this certain type of herb they used to put in Nigerian like pepper soup because like you would have the pepper soup mix and then like your mom's like add like this one and that one. It's like looks like gray, and they sell it right next to the kola nut. And they used to sell this right next to the kola nut because it's for spiritual purposes. And that's how you're going to get exposed because I know exactly what goes on in the African market. Like, oh, if it's by like the auntie or uncle, they're registered, that means it's like for like parties and like gifts and stuff like that. You don't really like use all that stuff for like cooking. And that's who they know who's Igbo and who's Yoruba. You're not buying kola nut at this time of the year. Who said that whoa, baby, I'm Nigerian. I've been paying attention. So one thing that you guys have to understand is just because you're stupid doesn't mean I'm stupid. I was actually thinking that, right? So let me look. Right. Whoa. Yeah, this time it's this is actually the sister of the time that we're eating here in the States because Ethiopia has a specific intelligence in the land to grow a specific type of time. You don't use her for a hash though. You use her for white ibis magic. Ooh, actually, yeah, sisters, let's go to Haida Haida over there. Yeah, and then we'll tira to fight there. And you know what I'm talking about, and you know me. Yeah, enough with this. Let's talk later because I see some messy bitches here. You don't need to know these secrets. You're gonna see it when it hits you. So let's keep on going. So let me get a circle. I'll just start with black because like right? Black nigger bitch, right? Let's just start with the black circle. Why not white? Because we're just excluding you. So where is that? My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. Okay. So hi CJ. He just want people to know that he's here as he's working. Okay. So he can stop getting shot at. Okay. He's working, so you can stop shooting at him for now until I get my money. That I can help you with. Just submit the docket. Yes, that's true. And I will talk to her. Thank you. Okay, I'll get the guns. Thank you, I appreciate it. We'll take 8 long sticks. AR-15 is perfect. So those bullets, we have some, but thank you for the extra. I appreciate you. That stack of money, you know who that belongs to, and those 2 kilos of coke, you know where to get to that. Period. I don't want to hear nothing else. Thank you, CJ. Approved. Yeah, you have diplomatic immunity. For me, you're fine. So then we're gonna go ahead and open up this circle. Okay, this circle doesn't need a spiral. It's just we're opening up the circle. This has 4 operators around it, but I'm gonna use these as operators. Mm, mm. Mhm. Oh, my daughters, they made this whole entire website. Ooh, oh, a low shadowed white circle. Oh, it's just a symbol. Fuck. Oh, this is a circle too. We can use this one. This is actually even better. Let me use this one instead. Okay, Mahjong. You guys are so funny. Mahjong, you can't use that. Let me see. Let's see, heavy large circle. Let me just put in operators. So for, yeah, mathematical operators, supplemental mathematical operators. We'll go ahead and open up these. Exactly. And now you see in that UTF, it looks like something with Aramaic language. I can read it in Aramaic if you want me to. Just let me know. Whoa, sister, yeah, let's keep learning. Tirafina later. Yo, whoa. Why secrets here now? I thought we were family. Whoa. In your Akasha, whoa. So, wow, yeah, let's get started. Combining and closing circle. Mathematical operators. Yeah, there we go. Aha. These ones circle times. I'm gonna get that. When you open this, mathematical operators. It's an EBO system for coding forces of physics, math, equations on the internet, and changing up your CPU and stuff like that. You would put the board together. You can use the lowest quality metal. And then from there, you would use the lowest quality metal. And then from there, you would go ahead and then code it with the Ordinani in your firmware, like software development thing. Like, okay, this is supposed to mean this, and this talks to this, and this talks to this, which is why you can take like a board, like a CPU board for like a regular like kids game, like a Bop It or something like that. Or a sweet tasting lemon will be a paradox. Like, you know, that toy where it taught you like different words? You could take that, invert all the CPU and make a PSP, which is what they're doing. Oh no, don't get that one, get that one, and then just go online and get the games for the kids. Mom, is this really a PSP? Okay, I can play the game. Thank you, Mom. Why do we have to get it online? Why can't I just get the cartridge? Stop being greedy. Why do we have to be Korean? I want to be Japanese. At least we don't have to do this. What do you mean? Ooh. Now, was he light skin or dark skin Korean? Kraina. Yeah, whoa, keep thinking. Don't look any further. Whoa, let me not post that there. That's the Empress. I just started something and actually should leave it there. Okay, good. So now we're having math operators. Here, right? So after I've gone down, I brought down that circle. I'm gonna put this operator 4 times so that it's like on either side. And where I place it doesn't matter. All I have to do is say, this is operator 1. So I open up a portal and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, quadro, 11, 12. 11, 12. Okay, good. So there we go. And that's going to be, this is operator 1. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull this out. That's what she said. I'm going to say 1, 2, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is exactly what Elon Musk and them were looking for. They thought that that was going to, and this is what they were looking for. They thought that I was going to be playing with them and starting hella shit, and you're going to be playing with me, and like, she's going to be doing this, and yeah, well, Black people don't really know too much how to carry this energy, and where's our infrastructure? You're a pedophile and you're going to jail. You owe me millions of dollars in court. That's our infrastructure. Go sit down. Elon Musk is getting like hit like tough. That's already set to the side. All the tech companies set to the side. Amazon, yeah, we're gonna get like 10 million. We don't need too much from them. But we're gonna get a plane from them and then a boat, and that's it. That's what we really need. Yeah, the endowment 350 million, and then we're getting a center so we can start like with their anti-amputation like work, like helping those sisters like get their limbs back and all that type of stuff. And their families are suing the endowment too. Thank you. Good. So now you have a bunch of drama everywhere, bitch. That's what you like. That's why you mix those families up. Oh, their brother and sister, switch that child at birth with that child, and then they'll date, and then there'll be talk. 20 years later, there's talk. Yeah, I don't think people should be talking about their family like that though, because you switched them at birth and now you saw the drama. There'll be talk. Because everybody talks, everybody talks, everybody talks. It started with a whisper, and that is when I kissed her. And then she made my lips hurt because she's burning. I can't even. Yahoo Maria, who's burning all FBI agents and they're all complaining and getting settled out of court. That's enough. I don't want to read about your then it was green, and I started crying, and she tried to force my face down there, and she was on fentanyl, and she put me in a headlock, and after Biztec booty, and I feel like I got infected, and whoa! So that's number 2. So then we're gonna go, We put the operators before that, just to show this operator is containing the circle, right? There we go. Thank you, Musa, who's watching and helping. Please go ahead. So it's, and then it'll be like 1, 2, then 3. Okay, good. So yeah, this can be like this. 1, 2, 3. Like I'm initiating the operations. So that's 1, this is 2, and then this last one is 3. And you guys just heard that, yeah, that's like a white man that's like trying to scream 8 from the inside out of my body by tying me to a little girl that's a Libra, putting his dick in her mouth, another man putting like some tube in like the back of her like head after like giving her a tracheotomy and like sitting her up like that. That's how we'll code. That's what they're doing to these kids. Thank you. It's in the streets. That's enough. So let's keep on going. So then that's 1, 2, then it's 3, 4, and then I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's how you code Japanese on the computer. Thank you. Yeah, now you can stop kidnapping Japanese children. Good, and like stop molesting that little girl because your mom wouldn't answer me in college. You know, like my lines are real straight. She's like doing couple. The California endowment, her name is Martha Jimenez. Somebody looking for their daughter in the Ethiopian community. Oh. Just one is short ones. Just one is South Block version. Whatever. I didn't get what I wanted, but whatever. You notice how everything, and because it was a whole equation, and that's why it all left. So let's start over. Because I wanted it to be straight. Two, 3, 4. This one's favorite, 5, 6. Approve, copy, paste in the same format. Approve, copy, paste, brand new. Yeah, approve, copy, paste. Okay, thank you. I need to like approve, copy, and paste stipulations. So like, let's say for instance, I paste it like that, and then like, okay, I want it to be straight, right? Right? Even if I pasted this and changed it, it'll still have the intelligence of the other one. But that's not how our system works. King was just showing like, okay, if you're gonna be doing that, just make sure that, because it's our system, it's already set. So basically what I'm showing you is like, I can go ahead and do that, but they're showing in the Kasha because of what recently happened with the keyboard. I have to approve all of that. So that, because people were trying to like go ahead and copy and paste from people who like, I have to approve it and try to put on their computer. But what they put in was just basically like a curse. So I just have to approve all that for the keyboard. Okay, cool. Right, right, okay, right. Open your mouth and talk because everyone's watching you on that platform at the feds. Thank you. So let's keep on going. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and do this. And that's already coming. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. Thank you, High Priest AB, approved. Matt, you can use my system, but you have to stop eating pork. I cried when I saw you eating that pork in Philly. I said, brother, no. So it'd be like, it can go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This would be like 1. So I could just say 1, 2. And this is number 2. So I can just say 3, 4. And this is number 3. So I can just say 5, 6, and that make it. So this is 1, 2, and 3, and then 4. And then if it's 4, I can say, okay, good. Yeah, perfect. And that's all going to be working with this. And then these don't need to be like, oh, this goes with this. At the end here, I just put like 1, 2. Like I just put like 1, 2 instead of like where I open brackets like that and make it conduct like I do with spirals here. Yeah, and this is like how I have to code these until yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's hella work. It's not just like, oh, you sit there and la 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 la. That's what they do in space. They have like some octopus like sitting there like, oh, here, this is what it would look like on my system, like, or whatever. She's like on meth and some shit like that. Like, and she's like, okay, it's kind of Zeke, and here you go. And like it populates and they come in front of you like, oh, I coded all of this. What can you do in front of me? No, and you're actually like really making me uncomfortable at work. I hired you to be a developer. You're getting stuff from a Black woman that you're uploading to virtual reality. And that's how you're like trying to code by sticking your dick in people's kids. Get out of my office. Thank you. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. So that's 1, 2. And then that's going to conduct to this 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. And it's all going to be conducting to this and working with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and for the circle, this, I don't need for the circle. I'm going to go ahead and say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. And you seem to not understand why everyone knows you raped your daughter 7 Boomer and everyone just can hear you because you don't know that people can hear your voices in the background. Thank you. Right. And everyone seems to know. Thank you, Linja, by the way, for going ahead and going toe-to-toe with YouTube about my channel. By the way, there's a female that used to work in tech, Brown, in the Bay. I have not showed her face on my YouTube. I will. She got fired from YouTube. She has no fucking job. She's couch surfing. Thank you. Right. 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 Where everyone's waiting for you to come and code and show your speech. Oh, bitch ass nigga. So anyways, let's keep on going. So now we have a circle with operators. Now let's fill up the circle in the middle. Okay, so that's 1. So now I'm gonna go and open up a portal. 1, 1. Let's see, like I can see like 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you. This, yeah, nah, it'll be like this. All right. So wait. So now what's going to end up happening is I'm going to call this down, this Ordinani, but also too, there's a High Priestess that before we go too long, because she's tired. She's about to go to sleep. She just had a baby. Congratulations, High Priestess. We're going to go ahead and show the panda because we're going to bring down their magic. Whoa. You guys don't understand, like the panda is about warfare. She's a bear, just like a polar bear and like a grizzly bear. They do have kids in space, but something's really messy about like, so a grizzly bear, her higher self is a panda. A grizzly bear, her higher self is a panda. A grizzly bear, her like synonymous body is a black bear. Just like I'm here on this planet, but I have another body on the planet of sound, and I have another body in the hood, and then I have another body over there in the crystal mansions because of what happened on the planet. You have a crystal mansion body, is synonymous because of what you started in Doodlefy. Thank you. Right. Thank you. So I appreciate it though. So, and that's how we're bringing this down here because you've been trying to wonder, how did I find Millie? And how did I find that water? And how did we find out all of that? Because the crystals that you were playing games with. Okay, enough, right. Because they were trying to shard our blood on a server through childhood like vaccines. So we all have like crystal bodies and sound bodies, and there's a specific hood body. Whoa, and I have an adjacent plant body. How? The planet is dying. You shouldn't have started that with the rectification. So yeah, that's how messy this is. And a panda, her higher self is a polar bear. Oh, 4-4. Ooh. 4-4 Eris, baby. Or 4-4 in Atlanta, bitch. And then Servant Young. Funny, don't eat at that Panda Express. And if you do, just get the tofu thing. Yeah, there's new mates. If like, let's say, for instance, a grizzly bear decides to be messy and get pregnant by her baby daddy, which is his higher self is just a polar bear or a panda, she's going to make a guacatazi that has a crystal in her forehead. You hoes really, whoa. So how many of the same version of one bears in the planet? Like, they're, We ain't gonna talk about it though. That's the end of that. Yeah, you play too much. Yeah, T Grizzly, they had this panda bear here. We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, warfare. My panda bear, yeah, that ended in the 80s. Whoa, mom, baby, mom. Whoa, left. Let's get to the magic. So, yeah, this high priest, he's like 14 in space. He's gonna come and play, and he wants to show about the magic. But he said I should call his grandfather. That's his cousin. That's my auntie. Well, I'll make do. Bitch, you did what? Let me tell you what these hoes then got started with DNA and playing games. They took all of us all at once in just one body and got all of us. I'm also a brown bear. I'm also a panda bear. Why the fuck am I in Alaska? It's too cold. That's why we keep on dying. Take me to Africa or the zoo. I like that climate. You're delusional. That's enough. So her hood, 84th and Bancroft. Oh, well, right. Her hood, East Point, by the train tracks. And that little bar, by that little metro that goes right through the street. And now I know you're talking business. Yeah, you know what this looks like. If she's from Brockton. If she's from Lawrence, she's from that little hood that Joshua used to live in, where you guys have photos of his old apartment on the internet to be cute. If she's from New York, she's from Canarsie. There we go. So that's how you, whoa. If she's from Detroit, come on now. So let's get started. I am Detroit, right? I built Detroit. Like I said, I am Detroit, right? Whoa. So this high priestess of the pandas is going to bring down 3 magic. So you know who's getting you jumped. How to get jumped. Panda, high priestess of the panda. Her name is like, my name is, she's Japanese or Igbo name. You can give them my Igbo name. My name is, her name, she's saying my name is Adakukwazu, like Adakukwazu, like Adakukwazu, the first daughter of warfare. It means, it's like Adakukwazu means that as a daughter of warfare, all my daughters will be of warfare. Whoa, that is enough. Okay, how did we not know these things? Yeah, I could don't cry. It's an evil man watching my channel, because like, yeah, we could have survived that war. Biafra never needed to happen. That's what they wanted. Yeah, yes. And then they tied a time loop of like my grandma when she was in the war, like looking for like her husband and like, yes, and like running around with her kids and like trying to find like shelter and safety from bombs and stuff like that. My grandma went to college and everything, had a master's degree in Nigeria. Yeah, my grandma Bessie Kioma, and everyone knows my grandfather in for the war. And that's how everyone knows Leon's grandfather too, Nwacha and Ozim. Yeah, but I'm the only one that has the Ozim last name. And that's why I kept my last name. That's what you said. You're still calling that name because it's my grandfather's name. Ikioma, yeah. So my name is Daisy Ikioma Ozim Nwacha, but I'm not gonna do all that. They just call me Swananir Nwacha. Like, it's like granddaughter of this, and that, and then the wife of. That's how you would say it, like in our indigenous federation. So Swananir Nwacha. So now this high priestess Adakukwazu, she has 8 portals in front of her name. So it'll be Kwanunwazu, right? That's how you will say it in space, right? So daughter of warfare, we have 3 speech, and it's in the AGXQQ. Hi, Titty. AGXQQ EIQZ. And that's with the 8. And then she has an 8 and the derivative of 9. And then she has one that's like a 6, and that's a 4, and that's specific for Jade. We'll come back to that. And then there's one that's like she has a AGX. Whoa, it's like a different like derivative. Oh, let me call it demolition now, because it's a buzz now already. I'm about to create it. There's no foundation. It has to be removed. Let me call the mortician. There's a body in there. I created it. He's my apprentice. Whoa. That means that there's going to be several murders tonight. Just pay attention. You'll see 4 women will get kidnapped. There's something about a housing situation that's going to explode. And then there's 3 different apartment units that are now open for the cartel to move into. There you go, too. There you go. That's basically like what they have to say. And that's a rabbit talking like that. They're Southern. And that's with the a 4 with the 9. She's 4 with the her 4 with the 3 is crazy, and her 4 with the 9, 3, 6, 9. Damn, you fine. I'm gonna hit her with that one too. And it says right here, in an instant, a portal will open over the head of an Airclankla. of an Clunkla Borgian. There's another one. A portal will open over the head of a Borgian Clunkla. There's another one. A portal will open over the head of a Martian, and then the 4-9 is all of them. So hers, I'm gonna give her four. Let me give her 4-4. Portal will open over the head of an Clunkla. It will bring down all the backfire of every single ritual, every single candle, every single layer of magic, and it will wrap them up in a portal wherein they have to tell the truth on themselves and they have to expose themselves. Thank you. And then I want you guys to go watch Stacy 369 Tarot. Ryan's baby mama. So then what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm in here to go with the 492. Good. The death rituals that you cast on the innocent children, innocent people will backfire onto you. And I'm gonna do this for entire wars. Good. Good. Yeah. Eat that. So 6-4 is in an instant, a portal opens over the head of a delusional being. That delusional being starts to realize 3 things about their delusional ways. Then after realizing those 3 things, they will form down a master realization about themselves. After that, they will be locked into a whole psychological conundrum where they only have to answer themselves on every single side. There is no escaping what they've created for themselves. They have to tell the truth because they're wearing it. Whoa. And this is like double duality. Like I'm carrying several different like intelligences all at once, but they're all stable. You should have never started out with these fucking animals on this planet. Thank you. Yeah, and then have them mating. But now look, the animals are doing it. So we're not normal. We're not abnormal. The animals are doing it. See that we're not abnormal. Right? There's a reason why certain animals don't mount their own children. All right. It's hella goofy. And if they do, they don't have no idea what they're doing because of magic. Q to the 8. Q, Q. Okay, so this one is like there's a let me see, keep rising. That's 7 with the L. Approve. We're gonna give you a new system for divinating on speech so that you can do this quicker. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3 light words. Okay, it's AGF, wants to Q. There's like what the this one is a 3 and a 4. 3, 4, and then there's 5, 9. This one is 5, 9, and then there's 5. Yeah, I like 5, 9, but I like 5, 5 better. So yeah, she's looking for stuff that hits all their bodies in space. Thank you. That was her. Okay. We're just divinating which one. And then also too, I'm gonna bring down AGX on this deck. AGX, yeah, 8, 8 and a 4. And it's this one said, in an instant, you always have what you need in warfare. And this is for like all the pandas and all the bears on the planet to find food. Thank you. Yeah, there's a polar bear priestess. She wants out of there now. She got attacked in the water too by like some like sea being. They hate it up there. Yeah, polar bears are not native to that place. Thank you. They put them over there from the zoo to like banish them. Like, oh, if they're in this cold intelligence, they can't fight and beef with us anymore. And like abusing these animals. Here, yeah. For now, yeah. Seasoned meat, yeah. She's wondering if they have sazon. This is what I can do. I can give you like something that you can put on the fish. So when you catch it, like it tastes like I'll put like 4 different flavors. So you just put it on the fish. I would say don't merge the different tastes. Yes. Thank you. Okay, there you go. So the 8 to the 4, and then they have like Sazon, a Sazon like database. Yeah, lions at the zoo. Stop eating. Fuck. They don't have what they need. Okay, good. That's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that on the planet for all the different species. Just put it in our database. You always find what you need. It will go for the lions too. They have their own speech, and I'll bring that down right now. AGX for 88 Qs. That's AGX requiring eyesight. Yeah. And that's with a 4, and that's with a 6. The 4-5 is in an instant. Those who attempt to like disturb your peace or whatever have their peace disturbed permanently. Okay, I'm gonna put that on you in the strongest form, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down for like you always have like the food that you need. And now we're gonna start growing certain like mushrooms around these lions, and only you can find it because lions eat mushrooms. Yeah, they love when I start frying up those mushrooms and making hamburgers and stuff. My whole kitchen is turning into chaos, and that's what she's doing right there with the time loop. So she can keep going back in time to take the mushrooms that I'm frying and put it in like a database storage before she gets exposed for what she does and has no food. A lion. Because how the hell will people get trafficked to the planet? Well, now there's mates. They know better than the octopus. Thank you. They know way better. The octopus, how did she get set up? So let me see. She wanted dick from a lion. So that's how it started. Different species. That's okay. I'll make you an apparatus. Okay, new bodies. Yeah, now you're in the duop with all of them. Whoa. So let's get started. So in an instant, it says this one, 8 and 9. In an instant, there's very vicious, carnal, explosive violence that reaches all of them at the same exact time. They can't escape. I don't know what that looks like, but I don't know. So 6 and a 4, it says in an instant, a portal opens to bring down a human-like figure that looks like what they want the most, but is very destructive and delusional, and it ends up destroying them in the most disrespectful way possible. Okay, that sounds like what happened to Augusta Osieron. Okay, now it says here, it doesn't really matter who has charges or what the judge says, you're getting out of jail anyways before you even start it. Okay. Whoa, yeah, whoa. She has on her headscarf. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, call the emperor. Yeah, they want to also say bamboo is not for whipping people's kids in Africa. Hello, all right, bamboo is for us to eat. They don't really like it dried out. Give it to them like fresh. Yeah, because the phytochemical in there. Exactly. A panda is a beef. Now I'm wondering something. Why are we feeding these animals meat to start shit? It's called Qiong warfare. So, oh, be quiet. I see more and more and more because you're gone. Sorry, you guys. I need to put my lip chop on. Okay, let's get started. Okay, good. So the last one too is a 4-9. In an instant, there's going to be an explosive situation with one of 18 events: a mutilation, a beheading, a partial mutilation, a partial beheading, a partial assault, a full assault, a partial death, full chiang, par chiang, a hot pot. Yeah, whoa. And then after all of that, it says this will lead to 3 portals opening of common sense, swift action, and a total and complete ending to tomfoolery. I like that one. Yeah, let me call that Empress. I'm calling her hot mama. And because she's gonna see that she's not been using her speech enough, like growing bamboo everywhere on her own planet. So it's just like right by my bed, and right, that's what they do. It's right by my bed and it's right by my kitchen. Okay, perfect. That's what they do. I'm telling you. Yeah, the rabbit hash. Okay, it's right here by my bed. It's under my bed. My mom will find it. I just caught you. Thank you. Right. Yeah. And that's how the demons were following me around my house. I was like, why are you like attached to my fucking body? Because my daughter was playing under the bed with her fucking rabbit. That's like your boo. Yeah, you're gonna go get your ass whooped. I'm tired of talking to you. So okay, so let me see. I know I stopped shopping there. My kids are proud of me. Shein, I stopped shopping there. My daughter wanted to teleport 2 things. They have it too. Thank you. Because something unethical happened there. So 4-9, what is the thank you. I'm giving you a few minutes to go handle that, please. I mean like days, please go handle that and then come talk to me about VV Kwai Kwai. So 4-3 and 4-9 approved. Let me see. I want her mama. Whoa, airplanes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah, the hawk has one too. I mean, not the hawk, but the eagle, the high priest of the eagles. The eagle has one. The lions have one. The panda. This is her time to shine. Yeah, because they've been working hard. And then the panda, her mom, and that's AGX Kukukwai Yaize. That's 888 Q. Uh, with the 2 and the 6. And it says, in an instant, you won't have to fathom how it ended. It will just end. 28 portals open, and those 28 portals will all open at the same time, and then it will open 4 master portals, which bring down the highest high priest from the ancestral plane to come and bring down the original 3 punishments of. So that's enough. Let's keep on going with this older line. Just you're gonna see her hand. Yeah, whoa. She showed her hand. So let's keep on going. Yeah, that's why she got jumped. Oh shit. I'm not showing you guys something. Texas woman jumped and shot on porch. Yeah, this is their hand. Yes, it says here. Woman shot on her porch was jumped at the convenience store by 9 people earlier. Wow. Woman shot on her porch was jumped at convenience store the day before by 9 people. Good, because she's playing games. And they found out about something that she got started. Mm. It's cold. Okay, so I just showing you. This is their speech. This happened yesterday. Okay, so let's keep on going. I'm sure I'm gonna hear about it on 11 Alive. Thank you. So let's go ahead and start like putting in these intelligences. So this is gonna go ahead, and now we have the operators, and then we have the container, and now let's go put the intelligences. There's 18. Whoa! So at that 18, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 types of intelligence, and there's 18 of them. Thank you. Because at the top, okay, so there's and I could use an operator for that too, a math operator. But then instead of like, okay, good. That one is not a good one. That one is a good one. This one, but when it's multiplication sign in double circle, this you can like approve to say that this is like means double, like double the multiplication, right? But we're invoking like portal functions here. Relational operators. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mhm. 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 Yeah, I can do like that, like across the screen, and it'll be like 3. Okay. Yeah. This one, yeah, I can code this out like this. Okay, good. So at the top of the circle, right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Okay, and you're going to put that to 28. Okay, good. And then, yeah, you don't need any of that. And then that's like the top of the bubble. And then you're going to have the same amount number at the bottom right here. Yeah. And then you're going to code your intelligences in between. So you're gonna say like, let's say for instance, like for this one, it's gonna be like straight steel warfare. This is like the Eradogan. Whoa, that Benin warfare. Okay, I accept the Akasha for this. Okay. So I have not got I've been initiated. I'd have to do any rituals or have sex or anybody or start anything. I just have to be proper in my ways and my intelligence. So basically, like the way that this looks is like I'm a high priestess of metals. I get a Jindo dog. Oh, and she's a puppy. She's in Koreatown. He got her little swimsuit and she has a pink bow. I would love to take her. And there's a black one. I'll take both of them. They're not supposed to have babies. She has a mate and he has a mate. But if they have a baby, it's not going to be brown. It actually is going to be gray. So now, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and accept that dog. I've done a lot. I've been inducted to the Iridogan for Metal Warfare for helping the cartel find all their metals that Google stole to make some stupid ass jellyfish server that doesn't work because I'm the server. So then what happened is all the cartel got their metals back, right? And you're just like, that's how you do that and handle your business. So then what ended up happening is, because I helped the Jindo dogs expose who was feeding all them Chiang, because Jindo dogs, they have a specific intelligence for sniffing out metals. They have those dogs in Africa too. They sold all of them for meat. They're brown. Thank you. The Cameroonian pup. They sniff out herbs too. So they're in the same like federation. And I had one of those dogs too. And then on top of that, there was like one of those dogs that like I rescued him from like a cult in Nigeria. Like we used to go to this place every Wednesday for soccer, and they had like a cult right there, like in the corner, like and people were buying like food and motor oil over here and stuff like that. It was like a very like communal space and a church next door. I don't really know how that was going on, but they had like dogs and I rescued one. So and someone's like, oh, okay, look at those dogs there. She wanted one of them. The proprietor is like, oh, maybe we'll see. And then somebody heard about that and just rescued all the dogs because they knew that they were eating them for meat. So then what ended up happening was because of that, I got into there. And then I helped a lot of families like in Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan and other places in India avoid like poisoning through like bad metals. Like, oh, you don't use this to make pots, you use this. And this is how you can seal your metals, teaching them that different recipes. And then because like I do art, I have like silicone oil. I use it for my gold sealing. And they saw that and they started doing that. And it stopped a lot of drama in India of like bad pots that were making people like sick and like making people like off mentally, you know, because they were tying something to their air intelligence. And that's why India is problematic when it comes to the caste system. It's magic from a bad pot. So right after over Ursu warfare. Whoa, and I stopped a lot of that, and that's why I'm really into the Iridogan, because the former was driving like the latter, or I don't know. So thank you, High Priest. I accept the Akasha to be in the Benin Edo Empire. I'm already there. And I went across the water. And there's something too about a lot of you guys getting a dream of. I saw somebody that looks just like me. They gave me a cup after they spit in it. And then I went across the water in like a weird canoe type boat. If you had that dream, that means you're getting initiated into the Iridogan. That's where they do it in the dream state. I was like, what the fuck? Who's doing magic on me? And I talked about that dream one time, and that's how somebody said, okay, she's watching, she knows. So it's okay to fight warfare. Because when this got started with the California endowment and Stephanie and them stalking me, several people like that were watching me spiritually were like, does she know what's going on? Does she know about this? And I didn't know how far it was going yet, but my dreams were exposing everything. And thank you, the feds have that dream, that video of that dream. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that that's what that was. And some of you guys are having those dreams. In the Mayan Azteca, you're going to see it too. You're going to see a woman and she's going to say like, hello. And it looks like a path that you walk down. Is that a portal? You just walk in and that's how you get to Alamane. That's not the projects where you keep on shooting, Bruno Heights, but Alamane, like a specific like force of physics that opens up like a road where you find messages from God specific for you in plant life. So let's keep on going. Not where you find bodies and bullets and hella goofy hood bitches at the projects. Why would they do that? Just starting shit. That's how they started. That's just how they started. Palu, aka like Palau. Palau is like a specific type of like herb that you invoke when you want to go divinate on how to start warfare. And then Oakdale's across the street from Palu, and Kirkwood's adjacent, and then Crusader and dishonorable ass niggas is right down there too. Wow. So I'm telling you, that's how they started. So let's keep on going, right? So now let's call the intelligences. So let's get started with the dot slash. I'm invoking the highest warfare of like war intelligence, like steel. In this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it's supposed to be like 20. This one can be, if it's 7, then actually I would do 6 and put it to 3 because it's supposed to be 18 lines. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that's going to be raised to 3. So it's like 6 and then times 3. And then this is going to be here twice. And then we have like a total of like 16 because it's 16 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This, oh, approved. Thank you for the Domain. You have to approve this eager for Odinani divination. Yeah, because that's being completely sealed. It's a collective federation, but like I couldn't do that without, because I'm Igbo Nigerian, right? But like for the Iridogan, like into that Benin Songhai Empire for metalwork, I have to approve that Akasha and I have to do some work, which is expose certain things, and I've done all that now. And this has been going on for 2-3 weeks. And in the process of that, something came out about escape, and it stopped a lot of drama. Thank you, right? Because of how vicious that was in Africa, and that sister, her face, escape. Yes, she's Benin. That's a Benin woman right there. There you go. There you go. Right. So just like you could see a someone will be like, oh, are you mixed? I don't know. I'm evil and Japanese and I'm Seminole too. I don't know. I got good hair, I guess, because it's 4C. So there's just a lot of spirals in there. So let's keep on going now. Hello, there's a Komodo that wants to just play. She just wants to play. She just wants people to know that she's here. They call her a monitor lizard. She's like, she just wants to show you why Shantae's on a no-flight list and she has to take the bus from state to state. Yeah, whoa. Come on, High Priest. Whoa. Yeah. It's taking too long for my nails to dry. Yeah, varnish. I'm just drama. In and out of my damn nail polish, the Komodo. Ooh, they got pink and they got clear colors. I like the blue, powdered blue. Yeah, that's how they talk. What other colors does she got? Okay, but SE, wipe off quick because it doesn't got those bad chemicals in it. Man, whatever. Let's just use this and go put magic on it in space. That's how they were doing it, the Komodos. Now I know who's been playing with me and my toenails. Thank you. Whoa. This is the high priest you call when people are exposing identities and government fucking names. Here we go. That's enough. That bitch Jade, I'll deal with her. That's enough. All you hoes playing. Yeah, all of you hoes playing. Exposing people's identities and location, you're done. She sent her location. Yeah. Yeah, that's a Komodo. Yeah, you have to talk to be the freak of the week. Let me show you. Whoa, that's her mate. Now, now. Yeah. Yeah, this is like forbidden actually, though. It's like she's saying that she's like in a specific pose for her mate, like not for the internet. Yeah, whoa. She has something for naked photos and bitches like to play like that, playing on people's phone. Yeah, thank you, approved. Right, whoa. Baby. Ooh. Hi, yeah, he's installing Linux in your operating system in your computer, but it's like a Windows, and he's installing Linux so we can run Mac secretly to play with kernels. She doesn't have much to say. That's just it. Thank you. I just wanted to be seen. Hi, priestess. Love, cute, cute. I'm your grandma. Yeah. Okay. Mom. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've seen you. So okay, let's go. Da, 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 da. She's talking to Komodo. She's super crazy and well, okay. So what does that have to do with you having like an octopus and like you're putting the octopus on your penis? That's not what was happening. I was just talking to her. Okay. I'm sorry, you can't work here anymore. We just can't have that here. I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. A millionaire is like a Malolana or like a high priestess of like specific like number divination. A billionaire is like a blizzardaner, like a high priestess of a specific type of like force of physics that's like constant. I accept the Akasha for that, and that's done. I also wanted to tell you that I own the United States dollar because that high priest, the eagle, he gave me the Akasha for my birthday. He said, "Well, you're old enough now. Okay, poverty won't be a problem anymore. Okay, thank you, high priest." Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Oh, I should have told you that type of shit." So right, so you do that, and then you're gonna do like da 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 da. That this is like almost one, and then you do like that. That's one, and then it's da 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 da. La 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 la. Thank you, High Priestess. And then it's dot 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 dot. I like coding the intelligences better this way, so I can make it go faster. Thank you. One, two, and three. Okay, so this is one, two, three. I can still do this and just say six. There you go. And that's how you can also code the intelligences. Because I know some of you guys are like, that's like too long, too much like coding work. But that's how you bring down like the sentience. So there you go. You have all that. You have all this one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, and then so that's one intelligence, two intelligence. We need to bring down one, two, three, four. All in total, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight intelligences. Do I have these already there? I have Mercury and Mars and the Sun already done. Okay, and that's actually in. Let me upgrade you with the Emperor right there. This is one of the intelligences. This one of the intelligences. Thank you. Cheating. So this is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And it's eight. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's one, two. So that's one, two. And then this is one, two, three, four, six, seven, eight. Okay, that's fine. Eight. Okay, good. So let me see what other intelligence. So that was from the Emperor. Okay. Mm-hmm. This King of Sword. This King of Sword. This King of Wands. This is one of the intelligences. Um, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, cool. Thank you. Somebody just found out that they're really getting arrested starting shit like that. Okay, good. One, two, three, four. Okay, and then four, and then yeah, this is one of the intelligences. I'll just take the whole thing. Yeah, yeah. You took the whole thing. Thank you. That was him that did that and tried to resell it. And Hilo High Priest from Urban Outfitters. Yes, he's telling the truth. I used to work out with Navy Fort the Market. They were taking my pictures at Conklin. So let me go right here. I kind of like, I don't know. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intelligences, and this is one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. Then that's going to square it to double that, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and square this to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that needs to be up to 28. So 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to square that to 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. And this was the same intelligence. It just wrapped over. That's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm gonna just put it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm gonna square that to 4. So it's 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. 5, 6, 6, 4, 7. Okay, and I'm square that to 4. Okay, that's what that's my next job, to like go through and square all the intelligences too. Because they're already down here. And like really, in all actuality, I already like squared the intelligences when I tied it to here. And then I said like it's gonna be raised to 20, each one is raised to 28. Right. So I didn't really have to do that. I just did that for my records just to make sure that I went through when I did that. These Asians with hella cords and shit like that, hella boxes of computers and hella shit going on. Yeah, like we're gonna code like Ming too. Yeah, whoa, bitch. Yeah, brother, I was code. Whoa, yeah. So then we're gonna get started here, right? And then we're gonna say 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 intelligences. We need 8 more. So da 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 da. That's this is not one of them, guys, and this is one of them. Whoa, whoa. That's not one of them, and then one in Mercury, and we're done. Oh yeah. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? But then on here, this is like 1. This is 1. This is 2. This is, yeah, for amping. Okay. So then, aha. So then there we go. Hyperus, thank you, who's like, you understand the intelligences, like, right? So like when you're like doing intelligences, the intelligence can be forced. You can't activate the intelligence by cutting off a child's hand, raping a little girl, or stalking someone with radiation. You have to have like an ear. And this is what we're talking about with AI, like artificial intelligences. You saw the panda. It's not an artificial intelligence. She like downloaded it to me through a specific like pathway and frequency that I have in my brain because I wasn't a goofy bitch. And she said, oh, I can work with you on planet Earth because everyone else is doing sex work or starting shit online. So there's something to talk about, bitch. You know what the fuck happened to my lip. ESP. They just want to say, oh, you scratched yourself on accident. So you lost your head and your job. So this is 1, 2, 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And Auntie, you guys already have this, so just copy it. Okay, but how can you make this like different for us? Okay, so one thing that you guys can go ahead and do is like Auntie, you want to write out intelligences, do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then square the entire operator by putting another operator at the end and squaring it. Okay, so that means I can double all the intelligences without having to type out and then what ends up happening? Yeah, that's a lot of wahala, right? So I can't wait to do this for the Nigerian community. Okay, so then you're gonna do that, right? Because remember, the operator looks like this. The symbol looks like this. Thank you, High Priest. Yes. So remember the operators. Okay, this is what contains the Odinani in this circle. So what I'm typing out is the intelligences that go inside. Do I have Odinani in my notebook? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't write Odinani in this notebook, it's that I have like hella notebooks with different things. And yes, yeah, Chris Ray, somebody sent me a check and has your name on it. Lake Havasu Community Bank. Yeah, I don't have an account there anymore. My clone died. Okay. So So is that the check that they're supposed to be giving you and it's blank? Like, just do it everything. Like, I don't know. Should I take this to like the endowment too and be like, and they're putting this in front of my house saying, like, oh, this is the check that you're gonna get, just go cash it. No, it needs to be on paper. That's what I'm talking about, bitch. What are you starting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to go all the way. So I have about 6 more lines. So let's go add Mercury. It's only one for Mercury. It's not this one, it's this priestess. Whoa, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stops right here, and I put it twice. Okay, good. There you go, Auntie. Aha. So at the end of this, after this nonsense, sorry, after this one, it's saying that the circle has now been contained, right? So we put the operators, we put the circle, and then we put what's inside the circle. And then you just close the circle at the end like this. You're gonna say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like the circle's closed. Now, if you want to just square all that at the end, you just put the line for the operator. Thank you. Okay, good. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna go put this. Yeah, Auntie, I'm the one that they're saying that this one is a sex worker, and that they're sending her naked photos out like that because she's evil. I'm 6'2", you're 6'2". I'm 6'2". Thank you, Auntie. And you know how you know me from Auntie Chioma. Always running around. That's the Daisy that went to Nigeria for high school. Okay, I know the mother. Thank you. With another dead husband, and that's what you want to go play with. Get out of my house. Thank you. Done. Some of these. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this is not enough. This is not enough. We need these other 2 intelligences of fire. Let's get started. So that's whoa, that's the Empress. She really is not playing. That's 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Thank you. So that's 1, 2. Good. So that's 1. This is 2. This is 3. Now this is moving into number starting with 4. How did you get older 90? Because I don't go to church. I read the Bible at home though. I love God. Right. I don't play with Veronica either, and I don't gossip. That's why I don't know about you. Thank you. Yeah, Nara, that's not my sister. She just like happens to have played in the same Akasha of my grandfather to get on planet Earth. Yes, that's me from Oak International College. Listen, I figured when the Africans find out that that was going to be done. So did you notice I didn't say anything? Simi Sola, yeah, I saw Simi Sola just the other day. She lived in Atlanta. And yeah. So this is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. And that's it for the intelligences. Okay, good. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and, because this was a little bit long, so I didn't want to like type out the whole intelligence, you know? And that's not a bad thing. You just like make sure you add the operator to show that it's like 3 times. And this is an operator period, this one, the up arrow. Now, yeah, it's just the up arrow. That's it. It's universal. Right? Like, meaning it's not like not specific for my system. Like, okay, if you do exponents, you're going to put that in exactly. And that's how you would write exponents. Like, instead of like saying 10 squared to like the 20th power, instead of saying 10, like times like 10 squared to the 20th power, 10 times 10, right. That's how they would like write it out. Like, that means that I'm squaring 10 to like 20 or some shit like that, something like that. You would go like 10, of course, like that. That's basically like the same thing. 10 squared to the 10th power. Exactly. And that's exactly what algorithms, how they're like coding nonsense into your computer. So, and your spreadsheets, thank you, approved. So we're gonna go ahead here and then for opening up this portal for this, that's how I would code this, right? So now let's say for instance, like my bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. That's how I would code that on the internet. Let's say for instance, I want to code bubbles to like contain a force or to move a force from here to another place and make sure that there's no interception, aka my internet, like my internet access, right? This is Odanani. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's done. Okay, somebody's getting arrested today. Thank you. So let's look into this, right? So I coded something that will completely block out any and all like interception to like the rectification process, right? So that's just one thing. I'm just coding that. Now let me show you how I'm going to code like bubbles on the internet and like break everyone's VPN. Why? Because I'm going to code a bubble on the internet that takes your VPN client and like moves your IP address to the front of like the VPN. So like when they're scanning, it says, oh, the VPN is coming. It says our IP is here, 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 and here. They're not going to see that. They're going to see, oh, it's in Sweden, it's here, it's here, and here, and there. But they're operating from there at an IP. Oh, okay, the VPN broke. Okay, you need 8 bubbles. Approved for Tiffany for the anti-phone hacking to stop phone hacking. Because she knows yeah, Tiffany, you learned your lesson, right? Now you can stop and go tell Evan Lowe what the fuck they got planned for him because of yeah, going to jail. Yeah, go tell him, please, because you hacked his phone and you're like, oh, I don't want. Okay, it's done. So let me see. I could just put a regular circle, right? But I want a circle meaning that I'm gonna move like a force to a specific place. I can actually, ooh, whoa, this means that there's nothing operating here and this is a portal fucking function. Oh, Yanni, yeah, she's having contractions. That baby's about to come out and just start going to war. But I'm just really like, yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's more explosive things going on throughout the galaxy. Please, Yanni's having her first baby. What are you guys talking about? Whoa, yeah, I must attend. You know, older woman, I'm sorry, I can't be involved. So your sister's having a baby. Okay, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna code these bubbles. Where are you at? Oh, this is saying that there's a complete stop and function in this as a whole. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's an error code is saying that you're not supposed to do this and then keep going on with coding because I pasted it a little bit after, right? And she's not confused. She's just saying that nothing's going to be activated. Right. And then moving stuff like from here to here, meaning that, and when it's over here on this side of the page, it means that there's like a specific force here that you can't like cross a boundary. And right. So let me go again. You see that right there. And it's right. But I'm not supposed to place anything in the second error code, meaning that I'm like full stop. Okay. So this is what I'll do instead. That's done. That's like still populating that. It can flow into that, but instead of doing this, because this is for my own personal purposes, let me just move this down a little bit. Or why don't I just leave this and open up a new file? I just open up a new file, duplicate this one. My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. Someone thought it's my BBL, my BBL, my BBL. Somebody's looking for a female. She was on the Somabello commercial for Miami. Now I'm thick or some shit like that. Okay, so then we have a bubble that we've opened up. So remember this is still going to get formatted, right? So we'll format that, but if I want to like do that, I'm going to open up a bubble, right? And then I open 1, 2, 3, right? And then I don't need all this. Ooh, that 8 of swords, yeah. So that whatever you do get on, no. How about this bubble moves that 8 of swords? How about we do something where the bubble moves the 8 of swords to your computer, so I can get in the police of your house. So now let's keep on doing delusional like crackhead ass shit on the computer because we can. So why don't I get the Eight of Swords? And whoa, that's the Emperor with the Empress and that Hierophant. Somebody's going to jail now. Let me go call the deacon. So let me see. Okay. Okay, this on PlayStation. Okay, no, that's not the one. Undetectables. This is also for to clear up your VPN. So you can code a bubble that's empty with like the highest invisibility spell. And I own it. And and then you can like be undetectable on the internet. And if you need to code that, you can just code the speech. It's an octagon. It won't be that much. It'll be like 6 lines of intelligences. And the intelligences are actually in a specific color spectrum that can be invisible or not. Right? You can color the font like this and then make it highlighted in that and make it invisible. Okay, cool. That's like how you like bring it down on another plane. And that's what this bitch is doing there where everyone's caught. So there, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Right. So if I wanted to do that, like, oh, like a super VPN that no one can pass, I have this VPN client. I can go ahead and edit the SDK file for that app. Right, because you guys can do that on your computer where you download an SDK file to your computer and you can open it up, resave it as an SDK and send it to your phone. And then from there, they won't know who's starting shit on the internet. So let's get started. Well, yeah, well, you know, as a federal agent, my badge number is 63948. I work for the feds. My employee number is 003967984. My name is Brian A. Marthuson. You're not supposed to be putting stuff like this on the internet. But I came to the federal building 3 times and asked you to free my baby daddy. And then you said that that's not possible and we can't talk to you today because I was smoking hash that's made from like kitchen herbs. And then you descended into like a whole bunch of nonsensical ass emails. So I got your security company exposed and you as a clone exposed with a video of you having sex with your mom because you're a clone in another place. And then what ended up happening was now that I put this on the internet and shit is breaking and everyone's going bunkers and haywire, now you want this off the internet. But I told you this is what I was going to do and you didn't do anything. So now the hood knows that you guys started all this and they can go shoot and fight and beef constantly. And hi, Lotto, who's a shooting and fighting bitch. And now she's with other shooting and fighting bitches, right? So now we can kidnap you, shoot, beef and fight and start a bunch of shit. And yes, that's how they started. It's a number divination. I'm going to start so much. But yes, but you're starting too much, but you're starting too much. Whoa. Yeah, let me keep on going with this coding. Yeah, whoa, get on your headscarf, sister. Whoa, because we're in both the frequencies and you need to be covered. So let's get started with that Eight of Swords. So I already coded this yesterday. So let me just go open that. Mousey mouse, my bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. Berserk. Conversation, go Dave. Oh no. This is I coded the 7 of Swords for the entire internet. Like, oh, you like going on different websites? Ooh, shit, not good. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I coded this for like emails, and yeah, that's Maria's email, the one that's playing at the FBI. How did you get my email? It's not that. It's m.o. It's m.artaaja. Whoop. There you go. Okay. So I have to talk to Brockton niggas. So let's get started here. This is 7 of Swords, but I'm just gonna change it. I just like took this and pasted it. I know, whatever, sloppy, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna go ahead and change the font, paste and match style. Okay, there you go. Good. Hi, don't hire her. She was involved. I don't know what she's talking about. She has no rabbit. She's not Southern. She's delusional. She's on the run because a nigga got murdered because of her. Jasmine Ransom. Yes. Playing cards. How is this? Well, it's God doing it because the white man took it too far. Hi, High Priest. I know you have a cane out, and I see you with your khakis and a brown sweater. How was that happening? I've seen it all. That's enough. She's just divinating. Whoa. So then basically what I've done here is I'm opening up like a bubble, right? Just like bubbles. And these bubbles are basically like They're carbon. They're carbon based. You can't penetrate them at all. We've have updated bubbles. You can carry things in bubbles. You can move bubbles from place to place. There's bubbles, like there's whole bubbles holding planets together here, and there's whole bubbles that are like holding like different like systems up. So when we started this like killing off cyanobacteria, I put like the antidote for that in a bubble, and then I sent it out to different places where there were cyanobacteria, and she popped. Usually you can also do time release, like I said, okay, pop in 6 hours, and then after that, like so that I don't have to go clean up the bubbles afterwards, which is what I need to do right here. Whoops, sorry about that. Put that in that place to clean and be destroyed. Okay, so that's how you play with bubbles in space. Like it's like in the Argonclone, it's like basically like you guys call it the Arbitel. No. Like Bublio, that's they've seen it in space because that's how they capture the aliens. You're in a bubble and then move over there. Bye. I can actually put people's DNA in a whole type of bubble and code that bubble, and you're blocked from my planet. You can't even eat any food. Anything you eat will make you sick. That's what I'm gonna go do. My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. So then what I can go ahead and do and start more unnecessary bullshit that sounds demonic and delusional, but also very intelligent. And I think I want to have fun with this, Kenny. Right after losing your last grant. Right. So, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I can go ahead and code this entire database, like all these bubbles, right? So I just open up all these bubbles. So it's 3 just for the internet. So then what I can do is like I've coded one with the 8 of swords. I can code another one like, oh, you'll move to like jail time. I can code another one. You'll move it directly to the investigator that needs you, which is the king of swords. Fuck. It's the king of swords times the Hierophant, but I can just do like the tarot card because the bubble's carrying the energy. So for biotech, I can have like medicines really. Okay, well, that's not why we're stalking you. You were just a problem for what? Oh, I just, because your job is watching this every day and emailing you? Yeah, well, okay, I'll stop starting shit with people's kids and go tell your job what you started at Manipure because everyone's emailing about it. So you're just mad because I look better than you, bitch. And my hair is not being silver right now. Whoa. 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 We call that it. We call that it. We call the King of Swords with that Hierophant. Whoa. Fuck. And if I want to call down that Hierophant, it's the King of Pentacles twice with the King of Swords, and then there is the 10 of Cups with the intelligence of balance, justice. So I can actually just code my aunt right here. So instead of saying the King of Swords, a tarot card, right? That's fun, right? But let's see if I can do other stuff, right? Right. This is a text editor. It's not like a command interface. Right? So you can like stop cutting off that little girl's fingers to like play with coding on the computer. Okay. Yeah, let's get started. Let's keep on going. So this means I'm invoking the intelligence where you should stay away from me. I know somebody that looks like this and she thought she was me. You're hella ugly. And no, you don't look like Titty. So let's get started. I'm gonna code the intelligence. This will move towards the justice system. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 10. If I want to get you arrested tonight, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What if we don't make the arrest? That means you're getting arrested. Because the intelligence has to land somewhere. There you go, High Priest. So I'm going to make this bubble blue, right? Because that's for like warfare, like court warfare. And then I'm going to highlight her with ultimate justice. Whoa. It means I'm coming in like I'm moving past molecular layers like this. Whoa. And this is going to jail in the computer. So I'm going to highlight that with digital warfare in green. And then this is going to be straight to jail, period, red. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and let's invoke. Okay, so we're going to take you to jail. And then and then no privacy at all is the 7 of Swords. So let me go ahead and I don't wanna play no games, Fuck around and give you my last name. Now you're tired of the same damn thing. Yeah, I'll give you my last name because you're a clone, and then let's go. Yeah, wow, that's explosive. Yeah, these toxins got you wide open, baby, and that's done, right? So let's get started. So, mind over Debo. Here, I have the spiral for the Seven of Swords already ready, baby. Yeah, I didn't coded the whole speech. That's done. Yeah, that means you're gonna slip up. Seven of Swords reversed. Right. That means you got caught. Yeah, some of y'all didn't understand a little bit of these tarot cards. You're gonna be betwixt. Whoa, baby, you're gonna be slipping and sliding. By the time you know what, the police at the door. Get on your knees. How many on your head? What? Right. Make it go faster. High Priestess. Okay. There's a rabbit from the ancestor plane. She's watching. That's actually demonic for a rabbit to come out the ancestor plane and be watching. Hello, High Priestess. Thank you for your speech and your work and your gifts. Okay, so we're gonna make this go faster. Okay, Mom. I'm just talking and learning. Why are you engaging with portal warfare? Oh, it's called computer internet. So after that, after restarting that, let's put it on Chris Ray's computer. Bet you the hood won't get shit cracking tonight. Now all these bubbles have to like, yeah, they do. So it's like it'll be like star one. 67. You guys are going to jail playing like that on the phone. Maybe nothing before. Ariana Grande like laughing in the heart, right? And Sarah was going to jail. I don't have time to clout chase with celebrities. It's not their people to just so happen that they all upload all of us into virtual reality. And there's stupid ones that thought that they were above me because they were on TV and then realized I own the TV. Right. So how do we like get back on top of like money and stuff, like with the spiritual stuff? Because I kidnapped and raped a bunch of kids with Kim Kardashian and started hell shit with Lizzo. He has reached out to the plane between the plane and commit. That's the update. No. So it doesn't really matter. Because once you put these bubbles in, okay, these lock operators, okay, we good. Okay, right? So let's say, for instance, there we go. I could go ahead and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Word, There's like a master environment, and it's saying the purpose of this is to just get you exposed in your computer, period. Warfare, and then let's make it black, right? Black, right? Like me, right? Like black nigger bitch, right? By the way, I have no problem with being black, and I think it's a weird thing that a white man is in my ear trying to insinuate that with chemicals. Because there's something wrong with being white and having no melanin. I'm fine over here without you being in my life. Okay, good. That's whatever. So then after that, we can go ahead and now start a bunch of bullshit. Hi, Rabonta, who just got a call about this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 13. Whoa. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you. Yeah, arrest him right now, Rabonta, as your computer is open. Arrest him because he hacked your computer and gave Matt Haney a copy of it. They have a copy of your entire computer. That's why why is my shit glitching? Yeah, wrong computer. He does it on his own computer. That also has that same database. Oh, let's go to Apple and go. Oh, let's just go in his house because we have the key from Mia. Because I wanted her purse at work, and then I got a copy of her key while she was like in between meetings, and she never even noticed. She just didn't eat the chiango. I guess she figured that out. 1, 2, max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do I know he works for your wife? White man, red hair. 678, 7, and then complete. And this is going to be conducted to Chris Ray, Mahine. Chris Ray, Mahine's computer. Where this is going lowercase again because it's saying that it's not necessary because he's been reducing his portal function and he's going to die anyways. Okay, because I was like wondering why did he keep on like doing like that? Okay, let's do Maria. Up. Okay, good. She can get it. Okay, so we're gonna be conducting it to that. Okay. And then who else needs to go to? Capital One homes. Who's like playing with Ani? Thank you, Rabonta. You saw that in real time, right? Okay. We found love with umbilical cords. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and amp this so we can like start a lot of shit. This is what I'm saying. Don't you just love God? Like when you're not a problematic ass bitch, you get like hella great tools that people didn't even like fathom or know about. Why didn't I know about this? All right, fucking clown. Thought you were gonna be running around with this to glamour people and start a bunch of bullshit. I feel bad for you. This is gonna come up in a minute. I'll play with that. Oh no, you did not. Yeah, I'm into that these days. Good shit. Okay, there we go. It's saved. And the portal, okay, that it's going. I'm going back. Do you see that 3 emails? There you go, Rabonta. You can rate everyone now. That's all you need. Ooh, how about I put into this? Anybody that needs, and I'm gonna save it to the internet too. And then anybody who needs to be rated. Amy Kinsel, yeah. Her dad was involved in that. Jeff Kinsel, right? He lives in Hawaii, and that's what's going on the island right now. Whoa, I'm still on island time, like literally. Thank you to the island. They did find a boat yesterday, and something just came up on my computer about like it was in my oh my god, I was on YouTube and the shorts. You know how they have like a reel. It's 3:17. Either way, that's gonna get something started. Whose birthday is that? Great. So right, okay. So I went on that reel and I was like, oh, okay, look at this. It says like a free boat was given. Da, 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 da. I saw it. Yeah, it's like a two people can fit in that boat, like for like trips. Everyone in Hawaii or the indigenous islands, at least every indigenous family should have a boat. Every indigenous family, a boat and a car. Thank you. Drake, anybody? And then there's right the same way that they paid for Mauna Kea Tower off taxpayer dollars to just store women there that they're kidnapping and sexually assaulting. Playing with me when I'm working. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Save, and I'm gonna duplicate this file and then put it on my duplicate. Not XML because there's chemicals in here and copy. Yeah, like cold world. It's a cold world, like cold world. Hey, do you know that you can get hit up for like copying our creative, our artistic abilities and trying to then go ahead and formulate a whole entire. Okay, I'm not mentally well, thank you. Okay, good. So that's how you would do that. Now, so you break the internet and destroy somebody's VPN, or you get the gist of that. Make your own VPN. I know some of you guys are looking for that tutorial. I feel like we need to do a little bit more of that in person. There's like a lot more with operators, sharding, push messages, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I went to the like library, and while I was there, like I found like a few computer science books. I was like, okay, let's look at what they're like starting in here. I'm not gonna even talk about that because I just broke that. So let's look into this. Latency as well is a big thing. Latency when you're coding. Let me see. Yeah, domain sharding is a big thing too. So when you code this, you want to code one bubble for like a and it would be a bubble that has like the two, it's like something that unifies something. So you could put one at the top and then one at the end, meaning that I'm reforming this, like I'm like remerging, I'm merging or remembering, right? Like, oh, not like, oh, do you remember like the ability to reassemble your like memory? No, but it's like remember, like putting members back together. And I don't know why the fuck that there's so you're gonna go ahead and like remember the rights or remember or play with this memory crystal that I only own. There you go, High Priestess. There you go. Use your light code and you can play with that. Now you can remember what you forgot, or now you can remember what you should be knowing at this time. That's supposed to be building memory, building like DNA sequences. Because I got this from my like memory of my higher selves. Like, oh, okay, as long as I'm connected, I can stay in that specific like server of High Priestess and download this. Who's playing with me, ho? So, transparency layers to photos to go ahead and add color spectrums and like code different things. If you add the transparency layer, yeah, it turns into like a chemical file, and then you can have that whole computer, like that whole image as a chemical file. That's how they were playing with like all of our Instagram photos and Facebook photos in space with Escott. They only need your photo. Okay, so I got some notes and stuff like that. I got some good stuff. So go ahead and do that. And also, too, there's something where you could put a bubble on yourself, like Spower, meaning you can't fracture me like with any of my forms, not with a piece of my hair, not with my image, not with anything. You can only access me in my physical form. So if you can't, and which is what somebody's doing here with some stupid ass nonsense with everyone's kids, take her to that sex torture chamber and fry immediately. So, anyways, yeah, my son, he's taking home to sex torture chambers. He just leaves and they're working. He goes there with their mate. They like, yeah, they like it. They like watching. Good. I think that's healthy. They're like 34, 35 years old in space. So good. They're just playing with me. Right? It's explosive. Most want war. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start that Cold World. Cold World. And then we're gonna go ahead and let that be it for today, our tutorial. So there you guys go. You can fix your VPN. You can go ahead and do that. Get into all that good stuff. If you don't want to download a VPN, just download those bubbles, and then you can type in what type of VPN you want there, and then you can get a bubble with the spiral, and then code like a specific like force of physics into it, which is like an operator, like for movement. Ooh, and then what you can do is constantly have like your like 6 or 7 different like VPN like fake IPs like running in front of your VPN. Now, one of the things that you're gonna find out is like how do you get a IP address? You can go to the IP address generator. The same way they get IBSN, like you can get an IP address and MAC address generator. The same way you can generate ISBNs for your books, and you need to do that for your books and your artwork. I have that for all my stuff. And for some of you guys, well, I looking for like, okay, I want to protect this Google Doc, get an ISBN number, like an identifier for it. Because when you start going back and forth with these people, that's going to be like a big ass battle that ends in like 2 days. When Leon gets into this computer right here and erases all of that. Thank you. So let's go have lunch at Tokaya. I like them there. It's lunchtime, you guys. We've done a lot today. We're gonna go finish later on. I have a lot of coding work to do. And that's really it. The biggest thing is I'm not putting out any like apps or stuff like that, like front end stuff. Like I'm not putting that out until I get paid and Leon gets to a place where he's like safe and doesn't have to deal with like disgusting white men who are also the same white men that followed and stalked him all around Russia when he was a child. I'm not going to be having that at all, especially when we're helping everyone get out of their charges, you know? So what's going to end up happening? So what's going to end up happening is that you're going to end up getting caught up in drama. So now, yeah, whoa. And I just found some other shit. And I love this hypothesis on the internet. You will be led to what you need on the internet. You need to code that file. You're going to find his exact charges, even if it's in a secret database, just like I found a whole list of who works in Chicago, even the jails, even the police, and all their salaries, and all their emails and social security numbers and addresses. Dirk, India, how do I clean up my gosh? He did already. So you missed, I mean, he beat you to the punch, just like you told the police he beat me. Like, oh, he beat you to the punch. I mean, like, so he beat, I don't know how to like lie on this. So let's look. So yeah, it's true because I got it down on my computer yesterday. Where are those downloads at? And you guys are like, how can you be like computer in your files so easily? Because I'm not a ratchet bitch. I'm not hiding anything. I mean, you guys are all in my business anyways. Yeah, like Chanel Bader. Yeah, that's how she's like, oh, yeah, look at this and that about astrology. It's from my desktop. Yeah, that's what those hoes did. And then they try to Shantae try to make a new website, like, oh, boutique coding, like, oh, we were gonna sacrifice Daisy, then I was gonna get her uterus, and then I was gonna get my honor back. So that's why she keeps on getting shot at in her ass. Let me show you what the fuck she was doing when she was well, spiritual G. Sit down, I'm gonna call you. So then what ended up happening is I found a whole bunch of documents. You sound stupid putting this shit online. I got everything. No, no. So, anyways, so wow. Now what's gonna end up happening is you have no idea. There's one way that you can populate it on the database, and then bitch, no, you did not. Yeah, they did. And it says how much people are getting paid. She's only getting paid 36K a year. Oh, this is gonna start. Let's see. I'm just gonna back channel message you. Okay, hi, please. Okay, yes. All right. Bye, guys.